So I want to face him.
Israel Adesanya will be an amazing opponent for you. Anybody would. It's just, you are, like I said, one of the best prospects in the division. I wish you continued success. I can't wait to see you here again. So thank you.
Hakeem, why are you,
Thank you very much.
Hakeem? Why you ain't
I want
talking,
to say
man?
happy birthday to
Okay,
Ellie, Josh birthday. I want to say happy birthday, Ellie. Now everybody enjoy
too
your
low,
birthday.
on the
Sorry
side,
I'm
too
not working
low.
today. My time is over. Happy birthday,
Where
Ellie.
you at, Cortez?
Congratulations, sir. Ladies and gentlemen.
Cortez, where you at, man?
This is a running middleweight contender on Taylor Gauthier. In all likelihood, and someone in the top 15 may not be the last style bender, but a huge future awaits the Cameroonian Taylor Gauthier. A lot of stars in the building for this monster. A lot of them. Josh Charles is with us early. Also in the building, top flight middleweight contender Kyle Rohalio. Flyweight contender Brandon Wardball with us in the UFC 228 as is the former undisputed bantamweight champion, the Funkmaster Al Jermaine Sterling. All hands on deck for UFC 228 now to live over the octagon with Kate Scott and first name Black Kate.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. Welcome back to the desk. Kate Scott with Chris Weidman, Justin Poirier here with you. Taylor Gauthier, we just saw him dominantly beat Ozzy Diaz. How was his performance, Chris?
Unbelievable. He's now got 7 fights in a row that he's won. When you're watching this fight, it was actually a blessing in disguise that first round he didn't get the finish. Because he didn't succeed him, fearless and takedown defense. He's not the takedowns of Diaz. He's got some of the striking. Diaz did a great job covering some of those big strikes. And everyone in the middleweight division, you just hope to see this guy slow down as the fight goes on. So when you go into the second round, he makes a great adjustments. He starts to punch the body. And then he tries a beautiful chair, comes over the top. I'm not going to throw stoppage. I'm away with the red zone as a target. He's really hurt and he's got the lift.
The technique has to copy somebody from their offense and split their timing and land your shot is very hard to do the very high level stuff. And I thought he did a great job of pacing himself in the first.
What's up, baby girl? Somebody today.
Did what we thought he was going to do in the first.
Nigga was trying to dump my ass. That's what these niggas, man.
Yeah, that was the last fight while they prelims. Let's try and talk about the first fight about early prelims.
Wants to win. This guy is 42 years old and fucking moves through. He is the legend. And like I always say, don't be silly. At the beginning, he wanted to be able to get submissions. I believe he said Cowboys Robbie with the same thing. He said a lot of guys. He's been a long time hot. He's just a true martial artist. I'm a huge fan. I had the pleasure of fighting him years ago. He's going to go down in the Hall of Fame, I think.
Jim Miller needs to be studied. That's what he's
Doing, man. Where you took my shit?
finishing.
The fuck? Give him my shit, bitch.
I've seen anything like this before. I've been coming to New Jersey in his hometown. It's just really cool. The fans were absolutely nuts, and I'm just so happy for him. And it's most fun to do. To talk about what he's been battling at home. His son has
You
cancer.
just wasting my shit.
Just can't see that. I mean,
Dumbass.
Yeah. You're envious that his body is still working that way, are you?
What's that?
I said you're envious that his body is still working that way.
Yes, I can't imagine being in that.
Not only did he win tonight, he's currently winning against Father Time, it looks like.
Yes, sure does. Okay, so let's talk to you about what's coming up then on the main card for UFC 328. It's just moments away right here on Paramount Plus. We're going to start the night. King Green versus Jeremy Stevens. International styles between Sean Brady and Rocky Buckley. And important heavyweight rounds and a fair fight about equal parts significance and right for action. This is one thing for everybody. Let's talk about some predictions for the fights on this card. Then we're going to jump right in with co-main, which is Joshua Van Chan versus Sora Tyra. What do we think?
Man, I love Joshua Van. He's so fun to watch. He's got such steam boxing, but he's going with the bells around his fires that we know of right now. That's so Tyra. The way he is able to explode, get the takedowns, the way he's able to submit people. When he did the Brandon Moreno in his last fight was so impressive to me. And we still don't know how well rounded Joshua is. Tonight we're going to find out.
Yeah, and I would love to see him get tested and have to go those later rounds and have to do some grappling so we can see his full game. I'm with you. I'm going Tatsuro.
Wow, yes.
I'm gonna go decision. I'm not sure he's gonna finish him. You know, but let me tell you this, man can win this fight. It's actually gets lazy or makes a mistake on the feet. Man has the power to end any 175 on the walking earth.
Justin doesn't mind getting specific with his predictions. I like that. Go ahead. How?
No submission. What I've seen him do to Brandon Moreno, what I've seen him do in other fights before that, he has a lot of different ways to win once he's on top. He can control you, he can take it back, and he can, hit with a rear naked choke. But we've also seen him hit arm bars, arm triangle chokes. He's just so dangerous on the ground. The way he finished Brandon Moreno, he didn't submit him. He TKO'd him from, the body triangle position. So I'm going submission.
Okay, the main event, the one we cannot wait for, Hamzat Chimaev against Sean Strickland. What are we saying? How did it happen?
Listen, people hate me for this, but I'm going with Sean Strickland. I just think if you look on paper, I'm also doing it because look at the odds. He's at plus 380. I mean, you got to throw your money on that because if you look on paper, he is going to be tough to take down. He's very tough to hold down. He's very experienced. He trains with great wrestlers, so he's not running away from those uncomfortable positions of training with tough guys. And he doesn't get tired. So if this fight ends up standing on the feet a little bit longer, Strickland will walk him down. He will hit those teeth. He's got a great chair, and he brings a lot of pressure.
All the pressure that's out there, he brings it. And that's what Sean needs to do. He needs to fight a slower pace, and he does. I've been saying this all week. He does a good job of getting his opponents to fight his pace. Hamzat's not one of these guys. Sean says Hamzat is a bully in the gym, but let me tell you what, fans and Sean, he's also a bully in the octagon against the best guys in the world. He's running through the division, took the belt in a clean sweep against the former champs VP, and I think he's going to do it again tonight.
What a night we have for you tonight. The stage is set as tonight's action now begins to crescendo. The 5-fight main card is just moments away, coming to you live from the Prudential Center right here on Paramount Plus. We're excited to bring it to you. Enjoy the fight, and everybody, we are live.
Short of fight night, carrying tremendous height and offering championship ambition. East and Italy, Tom Bean. Have left many wondering if anyone could stop the marauding wolf en route to his perfect 15-0 record. Establishing himself as an unexpected contender in the 185-pound weight class. The UFC are all on full display in the flyweight division as a pair of fighters in the 21st century champion on UFC gold in the balance. The flyweight champion is 24 years old, who began last year outside the rankings, only to lock in title contention with a knockout finish. His fight debuted on 3 weeks apart. Before closing out the year with holding in his laces. He could defend his title, even to silence any doubter, and show why he has the highest fighting rate in UFC history. Absolute confidence was not diminished, but In order to do so, you have to get through Japan's finest MMA moves. It's a monster. Nevertheless, the future continues upon his arrival. With grappling quality, religions, and recent fights. Jacked by ILPLH, the two-time champion, Motown, last year. Then comes AJ in Brick City, and the Octagon returns for a fourth straight year. Two new champions face daunting tests as they defend their titles for the first time, standing in with Georgia challengers, and showing they are the true best of the division. That Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's UFC 328. Jemiah versus Strickland. It starts.
Unscathed otherwise, as the undisputed UFC middleweight champion. Live from Prudential Center, this is UFC 328 Live versus Strickland, presented by Total Wireless, the official wireless provider of UFC. Closed out Team Fortnite telecast brought to you by Christian, only in theaters May 29th. And if you would like to watch the broadcast in Spanish, that option is also available on Paramount Plus. And here now, here's from the broadcast brought to you by Total Wireless, the official wireless provider of UFC. And with that, I'm John Haney. Thank you for being with us for UFC 328. Hamzat Chimaev is a force unlike anything the fight game has ever seen. Just as his fellow fighters, many of whom have trained alongside his absolute mixed martial arts master. Seeing individuality become the undisputed UFC champion, and now his status as such. He defends his title for the first time, and out of the blue corner as credentialed a contender as who could put forth the hardcore champion Sean Strickland. Let us play the game. Ever not an honor to welcome in my broadcast partners, Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier. What a chaotic fight week in Jersey, Millennium.
Oh, what a chaotic fight night we've had so far. It's been amazing. The crowd is hyped. We have 2 world title fights tonight. And the middleweight title fight is one of the most highly anticipated matchups that I can recall.
In a very long time. We love rivalry. We love bad blood. When there's a lot to a fight, people get invested. That's why you have so many people in the building. The energy's been great. The fights have been great. And the best is yet to come.
All right, let us get into this main event, shall we? The fight odds are brought to you by Bet365, the official sport betting partner of UFC. Winning is everything. It has been everything for Hamzat Chimaev. He is a near 5-1 favorite here near closing time. Price has been bigger during the week, come down a little bit. We'll see how he fares in the first minute.
Well, the 5-1 favorite is because of the performances that we've seen from him inside the octagon. Hamzat Chimaev is a force, a marauding, assaulting machine inside the octagon. His grappling is unparalleled, amongst the best in the sport. He's got one-punch knockout power, and he's just got raw, unchecked aggression. Sometimes too much, sometimes he goes after it so fast in the first round that you wonder if he can sustain that for 5 rounds against a guy like Sean Strickland. But what he has been inside the octagon throughout his MMA career has been flawless.
Hamzat Chimaev is an absolute savage, but like you said earlier, Jonathan, there's a guys, you stick out there that will try to beat him. It would be Sean Strickland, and most people offended. What he did against Lucky Hernandez in his last performance was as clean a performance that he's had inside the octagon. He is a forward fighter, but under all the bravado, all the yelling and screaming, is a very, very smart fighter. He fights behind a long jab, never overthrows, stays within himself, and he has championship level experience. Also, he has seen Chimaev in the gym. He knows exactly what he's going to see tonight.
Well, Joe Rogan had a front row seat, of course, for the weigh-in on Friday. Thankfully, extra security was involved.
Yes, because of another element. The other element is that he is a 5-star general in emotional warfare.
Because he is. So, coming up next, Kate Scott. And the fellas will get you right for the co-main event as we continue to ramp up towards the main card here at UFC 328. UFC 328.